Good evening. I'd like to call this meeting to order. We will go into our prayer, and then immediately following we'll have our pledge of allegiance. Please stand.
As we pray, remember our National Day of Prayer will be Thursday. So right now our country needs all the prayer it can get. Let's keep that in mind. Heavenly Father, thank you for blessing us with this beautiful day. Lord, just thank you for this council here that's going to be making decisions to best benefit our city. Lord, just thank you for the hard work they put in, for the sacrifice they put in to represent the citizens of their districts. Lord, just pray for our country, pray for wisdom, for guidance, and just as always, we thank you for loving us. These things we ask. Amen.
Attention, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item 3 is roll call. Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo.
Present.
Councilman Washington.
Here.
Hinton.
Present.
Councilwoman Dykes.
Here.
And President Hogg.
Here. Item 4 is presentations. Tonight we do have one presentation for a point of personal privilege. I would like to invite the Alabama Marines Foundation to come to the podium and state your name and address for the record for your presentation. They're coming. Good evening. Come on in. We have a presentation tonight from the Alabama Marine Foundation. Gentlemen, if whoever wants to speak, if you'll come to the podium, state your name and address for the record.
Lee Busby, 2 Monash Drive. I get 2 city council meetings this week. Glenda, you surprised to see the Marine Mafia show up in here?
I am, and some others that I know.
We're like a bad penny. Just keep coming back. I'm Colonel Lee Busby, retired Alabama Marines Foundation chairman of the board. And for the last 7, 8, 9 years, we've been very blessed in the Marines Foundation to be associated with Ray and Janice Looney, who have partnered in doing all sorts of great things for the community. Janice headed the Toys for Tots program for 8 years and made a tremendous success out of it. When they moved this past year, we wanted to do something to recognize and honor that, and also as a way of recognizing the perpetuation of it. And so we have decided to award our very first Janice Looney Community Partnering Award to one of our former board members, Ms. Glenda Webb. So. I won't go on and on about Glenda, because in our former lives we were just as likely to be locking horns and butting heads as to partnering. But I don't know what's up with that either. But the one thing all of us are in agreement with is there's really no way of fully describing how much Ms. Webb made things happen in terms of the work we do for veterans here in Alabama. Little things, big things, legal things, hard work, head-butting things. She always seemed to find a way to find the right people in the community to partner with, make it happen, supervise it, and take it to success. So, in grateful recognition of the impact that Glenda Webb has had on the lives of veterans in Alabama through her work with the Alabama Marines Foundation, we present her with the first annual Janice C. Looney Community Partnering Award. And Glenda, we have framed it in very elegant marine fashion. We'll get that.
Speech.
Uh, Okay. So my microphone doesn't work, but most of you know that I don't need that as a general rule. This is a big surprise, and quite a few of you are in trouble back there for not telling me about this. I really appreciate it. Of course, this is not about me. This is about what the Alabama Marines Foundation has been able to do for so many families across West Alabama. Through working together, we were able to get lots of toys to lots of families that are in need. And so that's just one of the components of the Alabama Marines Foundation. Their support for veterans of all types through every branch of service is to be commended and appreciated. So thank you all for what you've done and what you continue to do. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, guys, very
Thank you.
much.
Appreciate it. I'm sorry, I was sworn to secrecy, so you can get with me after the meeting, I guess. Item 5 is approval of the agenda. I would like to move to approve the agenda for the May 3rd, 2021 council meeting with the deletion of 7A4 and 7A9. Both of these have met all the requirements needed as directed by staff. So I move to approve the agenda minus 7A4, 7A9. That's in the form of a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
It's a second by Dr. Hinton. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo,
Yes.
Councilman Washington,
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton,
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes,
Yes.
President Hogg.
Yes. Item 6 is visitors to address the council. We have one person signed up to speak. That's Ms. Danielle Winningham. She's the Executive Director of the Tuscaloosa County Economic Development Authority. If you will, please come to the podium, state your name and address for the record.
Welcome.
My name is Danielle Winningham. I'm Executive Director of the Tuscaloosa County Economic Development Authority. My address is 4031 Churchill Lane, Tuscaloosa. Thank you for allowing me to come speak with you tonight. I'm very excited to meet you all and some for the first time. I've been in the area for almost 9 months now and have been getting my feet wet in the organization. And we've been really busy at work. We're trying to recruit new industries. We're trying to diversify our industry base and really taking a look at our core mission of who we are, what we're doing, and who we serve, right? And so I wanted to share that with you tonight and would be open for any questions. So again, this is, let's see if I can advance the slide perhaps.
Slam it on the table.
Okay, I'll try that. Well, there we go. So our mission for the Tuscaloosa County Economic Development Authority is to really encourage the growth of existing business and industry and also to bring new investment into the county to be more competitive, leading to a diverse and vibrant community for all the citizens of Tuscaloosa County. And when we say all the citizens of Tuscaloosa County, that's what we mean. And so we're going to do that through existing industry. We're going to do it through a new business investment. And so we'll advance the slide again to talk about our organizational structure. And really, this is just to say thank you for your appointments to the TCIDA board. You have 3 appointments, and we are so grateful for their service to the board, and we are thankful for the funding that you provide to further economic development in the county. We have several short-term strategic goals. As you can see, it started with the 4th quarter of 2020, which was when I really came into Tuscaloosa County to begin work. But what you'll see there is really showing you the strategy to diversify, to work with our economic development partners, with the University of Alabama, with Stillman, with Shelton State Community College, and with all the municipalities within the county. And so when we're talking about diversifying the economy, we're talking about what are our target industries. For a long time, Tuscaloosa County has really gone after advanced manufacturing, particularly in the automotive industry. But what you'll see in a few minutes in the next few slides is that we really will be doing more focus on other things in addition to what we've been doing with automotive and advanced manufacturing recruitment. And that would include IT and software, that would include cyber, it would include medical offices, medical device manufacturing, things like that. But we'll talk about that in a moment. Again, some of the successes that we've seen over the past 8 to 9 months since I've been here is we've been able to announce $92 million worth of investment in almost 500 jobs, it's a significant amount of investment in jobs available to the people in Tuscaloosa County. The investments there were from automotive manufacturers, of course, with Mercedes, our largest industrial employer, with their battery technology, with their mission to be carbon neutral. We are going to continue to see more investment in the automotive realm. Again, our focus is to also diversify and lend more toward knowledge base and technology as well. We've also been able to secure a growing Alabama grant in the amount of $1,509,870 to construct an access road into the airport industrial park, which will open up about 300 to 400 acres of developable property to recruit new business and industry. And so we're very excited about that. We're in the design process now for that access road. And then also we've been able to secure, along with the county, some funding to be able to make road improvements to Will Walker Road. And we're also looking at M-Class Boulevard as the expansion of MBUSI's sequencing facility on Will Walker will put more traffic onto M-Class and also Will Walker Road. We want to make sure that the traffic moves very fluidly there. Also, we continue to have new investment opportunities with 9 RFIs that we're working on now. We will begin traveling soon. Max and I will begin traveling in June and throughout the rest of the year to speak with site selection consultants and other decision makers who bring new investments to various communities. They're constantly working projects. So we're very excited about those opportunities. And Max, as he's been such a wonderful asset for the city of Northport, and we are thankful to have him with the Tuscaloosa County Economic Development Authority. He's a huge asset for Northport Steel and also for the entire county. But he is really heading up this business retention and expansion program, so you'll see more opportunities to go in and visit existing industries. We would love to invite you along on those industries visits as people are opening back up. They're feeling more willing to allow visitors to come in to the industry. So as that continues to roll out, we will invite you there, and we hope that you'll participate along with additional industry events and industry appreciation events we'll have toward the later part of the year. We have a new brand. As you've heard, we're doing business as the Economic Development Authority. Although we are still the Industrial Development Authority, we're doing business as the Economic Development Authority. And I'll emphasize again, the reasoning for that is for us to diversify the economic base. And so when we are doing business as the Economic Development Authority, that really just kind of gives us more of a blanket reach into other business sectors as well. And here are some of the target industry sectors that we're going after, and it may be a little bit hard to read, but we're looking at corporate headquarters, we're looking at energy, sustainability, as well as information technology, research and development. We have some medical there, and again, automotive and aerospace continues to be a core function and target sector for us. And that is the end of my very quick presentation. Just to give you a little bit more information about me, I've been in economic development for about 12, almost 13 years, working in East Mississippi Business Development Corporation, Lauderdale County area, for about 4 years. Took a break, went to Waco, Texas for a while, and in true millennial fashion, did nothing related to economic development, came back, I went back to Mississippi and did economic development for Madison County Economic Development Authority, which is in the Greater Jackson Metro, for 8 years. And so been in the economic development field for quite some time, love it, it's a passion. You know, it's really about creating opportunities, accelerating opportunities for people who really would love to improve their quality of life. So thank you for all that you do to do that, because I know you put in a lot of time, a lot of effort into also furthering economic growth and wealth for your community. So thank you for all you do, and thank you for your support.
Thank you. Can I ask a question?
Please do.
You know, I was on a conference call or Zoom call here a few months ago with Mayor Maddox and the Chamber and Mercedes, and I thank you guys, and it brought up about maybe the next 3 years, maybe 3,300 jobs coming in. Is that still on track?
That's what we're looking at. When we were talking with Mercedes and Mercedes purchasing side, which is their supplier side, they are looking at 3,200 jobs within the next 2 to 3 years that are coming into the area. So we will, on some level, have people moving in for those jobs. There'll be research and development type jobs, as well as advanced manufacturing type of jobs. So there would be some upskilling needed in workforce development, and then we can sort of move people up in advancement in their careers, and train those lower skilled employees to be able to backfill those jobs. So we are looking at that from an economic development and workforce development
That's
perspective.
awesome. I appreciate the job you do.
Thank you. I appreciate
Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Any other questions? All right. Have a great night. Thanks.
See you, Max.
Thank you, Ms. Winningham, for coming. We appreciate the partnership. 7A1 is a second reading of an ordinance ordering demolition of an unsafe structure located at 6800 McFarland Boulevard, Lot 60. Ms. Ram.
Yes, sir. The building inspectors have found this structure located at 6800 McFarland Boulevard, Lot 60, is unsafe and dangerous to the public health. They are recommending that this structure be demolished. All necessary procedures have been followed, and a public hearing is required.
Okay. Can I speak? Yes, sir. As soon as we open the public hearing, you sure can.
I'm the owner of part of those lots. And-
One second, sir. Any questions or comments before we? Okay. We're going to open the public hearing. Any member that would like to come to the podium, please state your name and address for the record for the public hearing.
My name is Bobby Bunn. I lived in 14011 in Coker. The number 1, the number 2, the number 3, the number 5, number 6, number 7, and number 8 are being razed right now.
They're being what?
Taken down, demolished.
Okay. And you said items, which one again?
Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 5, number 6, number 7, and number 8.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Okay. And they're in the process of
Well,
being demoed?
biggest thing is the dumpster, trying to get a dumpster to get them cleaned up.
Okay.
But they're down.
They're already down.
Yeah. Well, except for one. One's not down.
Ms. Ram, is that, do you know anything about that?
There have been demolition permits that have been issued for some of these lots.
Okay.
The building inspectors would recommend that the council go ahead and proceed with that demolition.
Right.
We do have that 15-day seasoning period between the council declaring the demolition or ordering the demolition before we actually proceed with that. So that would give the owners time to complete the demo and get the lots completely cleaned up. And then that way, if for some reason all of the debris is not removed or for whatever reason, then we can still proceed with that action without bringing it back to the council.
Okay.
So our recommendation would be to go ahead and declare those and order the demolition tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, they're down. Like I said, the biggest problem is getting a dumpster to, they promised today, it's still sitting there.
Yes,
Still
sir.
sitting there.
Have you been provided a timeline?
Pardon?
Have you been provided a timeline for
Well, he
the
said
removal
tomorrow
of the-
morning, there's 2 dumpsters over there, and both of them are nearly full. And I called him this morning on the one. He said he'd get it today. Well, when I left, it wasn't done. So he said tomorrow morning, so if he don't get it tomorrow morning or whatever, I may just have to buy a trailer and go over and do it myself, because, you know, they don't seem to be wanting the money, evidently. So, either that or they're overworked or whichever.
Okay. Well, we'll definitely make a note on that for these items that you have listed.
Okay.
Appreciate you coming.
Thanks, sir.
Anyone else here for 7A1, Lot 60? Hearing none, I will close the floor for the public hearing. Is there any member of council that would like to move to adopt the ordinance ordering demolition of the unsafe structure located at 6800 McFarland Boulevard, Lot 60?
So moved.
That's the motion by Councilwoman Bobo. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Washington. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo,
Yes.
Councilman Washington,
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton,
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes.
Yes.
President Hogg.
Yes. 7A2 is the second reading of an ordinance ordering demolition of an unsafe structure located at 6800 McFarland Boulevard, Lot 85. Ms. Ram.
Yes, sir. This structure has also been declared as unsafe and dangerous to the public health. The building inspectors are recommending this structure also be demolished. All necessary procedures have been followed, and a separate public hearing will be required for this item as well.
Okay. Any questions or comments from council?
Just a sentimental one. 1974, when Dad and my late wife and I got married, we lived on lot 85. So, anyway, it is what it is.
Gotcha. All right, I will open up the floor for public hearing. Is there anyone that would like to come speak or for Lot 85? Yes, sir. Okay. Hearing no one else, I will close the floor for public hearing. Is there a member of council that would like to move to adopt the ordinance ordering demolition of the unsafe structure located at 6800 McFarland Boulevard, Lot 85?
So moved.
That's a motion by Councilwoman Bobo. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Washington. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo,
Yes.
Councilman Washington,
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton,
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes.
Yes.
President Hogg.
Yes. 7A3 is also a second reading of an ordinance ordering demolition of an unsafe structure located at 6800 McFarland Boulevard, Lot 93. Ms. Ram.
Yes, sir. This structure has also been deemed as unsafe and dangerous to the public health. Building inspectors are recommending the structure be demolished. All necessary procedures have been followed, and there is a separate public hearing is required.
Okay. Any questions or comments from council? We'll open up the floor for a public hearing. If there's anyone that would like to come speak in regards to this item? Okay, hearing none. Close the public hearing. Any member of council would like to move to adopt the ordinance ordering demolition of an unsafe structure located at 6800 McFarland Boulevard, Lot 93?
So moved.
That's a motion by Councilwoman Bobo and a second by Councilwoman Dykes. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo,
Yes.
Councilman Washington,
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton,
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes.
Yes.
President Hogg.
Yes. 7A4 was deleted. 7A5 is the second reading of an ordinance ordering demolition of an unsafe structure located at 6800 McFarland Boulevard, Lot 165. Ms. Ram.
Yes, sir. This structure has also been deemed as unsafe and dangerous to the public health and is being recommended for demolition. All necessary procedures have been followed, and a public hearing is required.
Okay. Any questions or comments from council? I will open the floor for a public hearing. If there's anyone that would like to come speak for or against. Seeing none, we will close the public hearing. Is there a member of council that would like to move to adopt the ordinance ordering the demolition of an unsafe structure located at 6800 McFarland Boulevard, Lot 165?
So moved.
It's a motion by Councilwoman Bobo. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Hinton. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo,
Yes.
Councilman Washington,
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton,
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes.
Yes.
President Hogg.
Yes. Item 7A6 is also a second reading of an ordinance ordering demolition of an unsafe structure located at 6800 McFarland Boulevard, Lot 166. Ms. Ram.
Yes, sir. This structure at this lot has also been deemed unsafe and is dangerous to the public health and is being recommended for demolition. All necessary procedures have been followed, and a public hearing is required.
Okay. Any member of council have any questions or comments? Okay, we will open the floor for a public hearing. If there is anyone that would like to come speak in regards to Lot 166? Seeing none, we will close the floor for a public hearing. Any member of council would like to move to adopt the ordinance ordering the demolition of an unsafe structure located at 6800 McFarland Boulevard, Lot 166?
So moved.
That's a motion by Councilwoman Bobo. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Washington. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo,
Yes.
Councilman Washington,
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton,
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes,
Yes.
President Hogg.
Yes. 7A7 is the second reading of an ordinance ordering demolition of an unsafe structure located at 6800 McFarland Boulevard, Lot 185. Ms. Ram.
Yes, sir. This the structure at this lot has also been deemed unsafe and dangerous to the public health, and building inspectors are recommending that structure be demolished as well. All necessary procedures have been followed, and a public hearing is required.
Okay. Any member of council have any questions or comments? We will open the floor for a public hearing. If there's anyone that would like to come speak in regards to Lot 185? Seeing none, we will close the floor for the public hearing. Any member of council would like to move to adopt the ordinance ordering the demolition of an unsafe structure located at 6800 McFarland Boulevard, Lot 185?
So moved.
That's a motion by Councilwoman Bobo. Is there a second? Second by Councilman Hinton. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo,
Yes.
Councilman Washington,
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton,
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes,
Yes.
President Hogg.
Yes. 7A8 is a second reading of an ordinance ordering demolition of an unsafe structure located at 6800 McFarland Boulevard, Lot 186. Ms. Ram.
Yes, sir. This structure has also been deemed unsafe and is a danger to the public health. Building inspectors are also recommending this structure be demolished. All necessary procedures have been followed, and a public hearing is required.
Okay. Any member of council have any questions or comments? We will open the floor for a public hearing. If there's anyone that would like to come speak in regards to Lot 186? Seeing none, we will close the floor for a public hearing. Is there a member of council that would like to move to adopt the ordinance ordering the demolition of an unsafe structure located at 6800 McFarland Boulevard, Lot 186?
So moved.
Motion by Councilwoman Bobo. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Washington. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo,
Yes.
Councilman Washington,
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton,
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes,
Yes.
President Hogg.
Yes. 7A9 has been removed. 7A10 is the second reading of an ordinance declaring sales tax holiday, which is for back to school. Mr. McGee.
Yes, Mr. President, this is an ordinance authorizing the city to participate in the annual back-to-school sales tax holiday. It'll be the third weekend in July. The dates are the 16th through the 18th.
Okay. So this is July 16th through July 18th for the sales tax holiday for back to school. Is there a member of council that would like to move to adopt this ordinance?
So moved.
That's a motion by Councilwoman Dykes, second by Councilman Hinton. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo,
Yes.
Councilman Washington,
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton,
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes,
Yes.
President Hogg.
Yes. 7A11 is the second reading of an ordinance amending Chapter 70 of the Northport Municipal Code pertaining to speed limits. Mr. Varnon.
Yes, sir, President Hogg. What this ordinance will do, it will make Mitt-Larry Road from Frank Larry east to Highway 69, 45 miles per hour. There's a section in there that's 35 currently. So from Frank Larry to 69 will be 45. The 43 to Frank Larry will remain 35. There's several residences that their driveways back out, so it would be a safety issue. Also, 5th Street from Bridge Avenue east to the eastern city limits, it would go from 25 to 35. The school is currently signed 25 during school hours, so that's already addressed. And Union Chapel Road from Highway 69 east, basically to the bottom of the hill, about 1,200 feet. The realignment project had a design speed of 30 miles per hour, and we need to sign it according to the design speed. So it would go from 35 to 30.
35, 230. Okay. So let me just make sure I have all this correct. So Mid-Larry Road, from Frank Larry Road, 45 to 35. I mean, excuse me, 35 to 45. Then 5th Street to Bridge Avenue will go from 25 to 35, except when school is in session, it will remain 25.
Correct.
And then the Union Chapel Road in that section will be based on the design speed and will go to 30
Yes, sir.
from 35.
Correct.
Okay. Any questions or comments from council?
Just have to stand on your brakes when you're going down Union Chapel Hill.
All right. Any member of council would like to move to approve the ordinance amending Chapter 70 of the Northport Municipal Code pertaining to these speed limits?
So moved.
Motion by Councilwoman Bobo. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Washington. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo.
Yes.
Councilman Washington.
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes.
Yes.
President Hogg.
Yes. 8A1 is a second reading of an ordinance for conditional use to install public utility infrastructure located at 10th Street and west of 14th Avenue. Ms. Ram.
Yes, sir. This is a first reading. And this is for Alabama Power and C-Spire to install public utility infrastructure at this location. The location is at the corner of 10th Street and 14th Avenue. This area is on residential, but this use is allowed by conditional use. And that process goes through the Planning Commission. The Planning Commission has made a favorable recommendation to the City Council, with the request to the council being that opaque fencing and landscaping that will be maintained by C-Spire and/or Alabama Power be made with as a condition of approval. And like I said, this is a first reading.
Okay. I'll offer that for a first reading.
Julie, is this for the new cable?
8B1 is a resolution adopting the 2021 Division C Regional Multi-Jurisdictional Hazard Mitigation Plan. Ms. Starnes.
Yes, Mr. President, this is a resolution adopting the 2021 Hazard Mitigation Plan, and this plan must be adopted to request funding from FEMA during a disaster.
Okay. All right, is there a member of council that would like to move to approve the resolution adopting the 2021 Division C Regional Multi-Jurisdictional Hazard Mitigation Plan? It's a motion by Councilman Hinton. Is there a second? Second by Councilwoman Dykes. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo.
Yes.
Councilman Washington.
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes.
Yes.
President Hogg.
Yes. 8B2 is a resolution accepting change order number 1 for downtown streetscape. Mr. Varnon.
Yes, sir, President Hogg. What this change order will do is allow us to rebuild a section of the Main Avenue Streetscape project. The original design had planned to retain some of the existing asphalt. We were going to mill it and overlay it, but during construction, some of those areas have fallen apart. We need to completely rebuild it. We do have grant funds that will cover this, so all of this will be covered in the grant, and there will be zero cost to the city.
Okay. So once again, in 2020, this was passed, authorized to enter an agreement with TTL for the downtown streetscape project. This cost is about $42,000, give or take, and it's to rebuild the roadbed, but we will not see any physical impact to the city, as all cost of this increase will be covered by eligible grant funds from ALDOT.
Correct.
Okay. Is there a member of council that would like to move to approve this resolution for change order number 1 for the downtown streetscape project?
So move.
That's a motion by Councilman Washington. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Bobo. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes?
Yes.
President Hogg?
Yes. 8C is our consent agenda. The items listed range from minutes, bill listings, and PO requisitions. Is there any member of council that would like to move to approve the consent agenda as printed?
So move.
That's a motion by Councilman Washington. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Dykes. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes?
Yes.
President Hogg?
Yes. Item 9 is reports to special committees of council. If there's any member of council that would like to give an update from their committee.
President, I'd like to mention that the finance and the administrative committees will meet next Tuesday, May 11th.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay, item 10 is public hearings. There's no public hearings tonight. Item 11 is city administrator's business. Ms. Webb.
Well, good evening, everyone. Thank you for the warm welcome and indoctrination tonight. I did want to report that next time, excuse me, we will be receiving the feasibility study report in regards to the sports complex and aquatic center. I will say that this is for presentation only. It will not be question and answer, and any decisions will be delayed until at some point in the future. So this is receiving the report only.
Okay. Anything else?
Not at this time.
Item 12, there's no departmental business. Item 13, mayor and council members' business. The Honorable Mayor Herndon.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just want to thank everybody for being here, and then we're very blessed to have Linda as our new city administrator. She hit the ground running. Well, she's been up here for the past couple of weeks getting things ready to go, and looking forward to a long relationship with the city of Northport. I know she's going to do some great things. Appreciate you.
District 1, Councilwoman Bobo.
I have no official business other than to say thank you to everyone who was involved in changing the speed limit from 25 to 35 in front of Matthews Elementary when it's not school hours, because I, as well as several of my constituents, while that is not in my district, have been wearing out brake pads. So thank you for having that done. I know it's been a long time coming.
Okay. District 2, Councilman Washington. District 3, Pro Tem Hinton. District 4, Councilwoman Dykes. And District 5, I have no business tonight either. So, with that being said, is there a motion to adjourn? That's a motion by Councilwoman Dykes. Is there a second? Second by Councilman Hinton. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. We are adjourned.